Good morning, lovely people.
Well, the cops have just come to the call.
Good morning, guys. As promised. Well, it's kind of late on my promise, but we are for sure starting to do these videos. We're going to be posting every other day. So stay tuned. We have some good content coming for you, don't we, babe?
I'm tired. I'm sorry. I just got off work. You caught me yawning. I tried to catch me. She turned to me. Jeez.
Yes. My bookie, he works nights, so
I work
tired. You work? What you do for work?
I work for my computer.
Oh, he works for his computer.
Maybe some IT.
Okay, all right. All right. My baby gonna be computer whiz. I feel like only old people say computer whiz.
Nah.
Computer whiz.
I mean, you got an old soul.
I got an old soul.
Maybe.
Okay. Whatever.
Nah, it's cool.
So this morning we are headed to the Millennial Conference at our church. We go to Mount Baptist Pleasant Church. Mount Pleasant Baptist Church.
Try it.
I have a pregnancy brain, okay? Mount Pleasant Baptist Church in Orlando, Florida. So that's where we go to church. And this morning it's day 2 of the Millennial Conference. We didn't get to go yesterday because hubby was at work and me trying to drive tired. It was at night. It just wasn't gonna happen. So we are out this morning and we're headed to the Millennial Conference.
Oh, I'm excited actually.
Sometimes I forget that I'm a millennial, like, because my students are also millennials, so it almost seems like you too old and young for this. However,
you're like in the in-between stage.
Yeah, but no, we're real millennials.
Yeah.
The younger millennials are almost called something else at this point. You know what I mean? Like centennials, or they need to be called something. Like, we're real millennials, 90s, early 90s babies. We're millennials.
Y2K, that was the millennium. That's the turn of the millennium.
So, yeah. We're headed to the Millennial Conference right now. There's stuff for little man to do. But we made sure we packed up his bag with all his goodies, his toys, his game, his cell phone. Can you believe that this 5-year-old has a cell phone? He's not going to pay me any attention. Whatever. So, we're going to keep you up to date. Or not keep you up to date, but we're just going to show you some clips about what in the world my brain. Thank you. The different activities that's going to be going on during the conference.
Pregnancy brain.
Pregnancy brain is so real, guys. And then we're going to have some more talk for you after we get out. So we will talk to you guys later.
This is the place, man. I need to say this last thing. I'm going to take these 7 minutes. I'm a teacher. I'm an instructor as well. And there's vulnerability for the person in the front. And when you ask a question that we don't know, it's hard for us to admit that thing. We go down with the ship, say, all wrong, and fix it later. So when you ask those questions and you're asking why, sometimes we don't know. What? And we need to get it right. We need to say it. We need to study. We got to study to show ourselves approved. But sometimes there is that I don't know, so I'm not going to be forthright and letting you ask the question. Okay?
All right, everybody. So we are officially back home from the Millennials Retreat ordeal that we were talking about earlier today. And man, it was a blast. I mean, we met up with church family, had good conversations, ate some pizza, played some games. We talked about, controversial topics between millennials and the older generations. It was really cool. So we can kind of pick the brains of each other to kind of make the whole unification of the millennials and Gen Z, as well as the older members of the church, which was really cool. But after the Millennial Conference, we went to the Smith, recreational center, and we played a little bit of basketball with the church members, all that kind of good stuff, and then we had a little bit of pizza, and that was just a whole lot of fun. It showed a new perspective of the church. A lot of times churches, they don't really engage with their members too much, or maybe the churches are just too big. They don't have the time or anything like that. But to really get out there and show, you know, how much of a tight-knit family the church was really cool. And also brought some perspective to our family too, because it allowed us to be able to be involved with the church community, which was really, really fun as a family, as a whole unit. Little man, he got out there and played some basketball a little bit. He made a couple shots, which shocked me a little bit, because we've been practicing since he was really little, and to be able to see him actually shoot on a 10-foot court was kind of cool. Tay, she ended up doing a little bit of double dutching and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it regained some of her youth. You know, she had a good time doing that. And she was pretty good, too. So, I mean, hey, being pregnant and everything, she could still double dutch. I'm just saying. She got some pretty good skill. Oh, yeah, also while we were at the retreat, I forgot to mention something that popped up that was so funny that we didn't even know. But apparently, here in Florida, and maybe it's universal, I don't know. I'm not going to give it, you know, a whole universal statement. But what I do know is, at least in this Orlando area and possibly all of Florida, students in high school, middle school, and elementary school are no longer getting 0%.
They can't get below.
You said what? They won't. I'm sorry. They won't get below 50%.
Right. So if they don't earn it, I mean, if they earn below 50%, the teacher still can't give them below 50%.
Okay, I don't know if you guys heard that, but what she's saying is, if they get below 50%, if they earn 50%, they get 50%. If they earn below 50%, the teacher is required to give them 50%.
Okay, no, you say.
Okay, am I saying it wrong? Okay, help me out.
So we were talking in our small groups today at the retreat, the Millennial Retreat, and I found it very alarming that kids, like, you can't give a kid a 0 nowadays. So let's say the assignment, you know, they're in the 2nd grade, and on their exam they get it's a 10-point exam, they only get 2 right. Well, that's 20 points. You can no longer grade a kid. Even if they earn 20 points, the teacher has to give them at least 50 points. I think that is absolutely, positively nuts. It's already bad enough, in my opinion, that when kids are part of a sports team, no matter who wins or who loses, and on some sports teams, everybody gets a trophy. It's not realistic. It doesn't prepare our kids for the real world. What's going to happen for competition? Losing is healthy because it shows you how to win. It gives you endurance. It gives you tough skin. Losing doesn't have to be such a bad thing, because you have to lose in order to learn how to win and how to do things properly. I mean, I feel like that is totally a handicap. I mean, you guys tell me what you think. Do you want your kid to not be able to get a 50%, below a 50%? Because they could just, that's not preparing them to have a real education. I mean, if they're not unable to get below a 50%, then they can really BS the classes. You know what I mean? And do whatever they want to pass the class. It just seems like that's just pushing the kids along, instead of challenging them to be their best self. You tell me what you think, because I thought that was absolutely nuts. Who thought that was a good idea? Okay, well, everybody's a winner. In life, everybody doesn't win. And especially in American society, our society is not built that everybody wins. And it gives kids a false sense of security. So then when they get older, they're not ready to compete in the workforce. Not everybody wins. And you can't win all the time. That's just life in general. It doesn't prepare them for real life situations. It doesn't prepare them for those things that they can't control. You know what I mean? It's a crutch. It's the worst kind of crutch, because it's the crutch that we as parents are enabling to happen. Which is one of the reasons why DJ is not going to traditional public school.
That's right. I agree. But yeah, so where he's going is for a later date. So if you're interested in finding out where he's going, because, you know, we talked about the 50% and things like that, stay tuned, because we're going to talk about that too.
Where he's going where? You said where he's going.
Well, not where he's going, but the
He
program.
ain't going nowhere, y'all.
He's not. Yeah, he's not going nowhere. I mean, the program that he's going to be in for school.
Kindergarten.
All right. So she keeps correcting me because clearly I'm wrong. So she
No,
handles.
you're not wrong.
She handles
It's
all the
just you
business.
being really vague.
She handles all the business. So where he's going for kindergarten, I want you guys to stay tuned and check that out because we do got a video coming up on that. But that's too much information for you guys right now.
Oh,
But we will promise to talk about it because we feel like it's best for her.
Tell us what you think, really. I mean, I want to know what you think, especially for the parents or prospective parents. Would you want your kids to not be able to get below a 50% if that's what they earn? It's one thing when if your kid earns below a 50%, do you want the teacher to just push them through and give them 50% for the sake of not failing them? Because that brings up their average. Because if they're failing most things, but then passing some things, they can still pass the class. Do you want your kid to pass even though they don't earn it? Or do you want them to have to earn their grades? That's what it comes down to.
See, that's that in a nutshell. If you guys enjoyed that, that's going to conclude our video. I told you guys before, smash that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all of our content coming up in the future. We have a lot of stuff. I can't stress that enough. It is a whole lot of valuable information.
Yeah. Well, not information.
Well, information and videos and fun and all that kind of good stuff.
Not just valuable, but y'all just get to see how we're going through life. Give you updates on the baby, but we'll give you guys.
All right, go ahead.
So guys, really the purpose of our videos is just to show you guys how we're living, like what we're going through as a young couple, expanding into a family of 4. Just some of the stuff that we go through day to day. We're going to have a lot of fun topics that we're going to talk about and discuss, and we want to know your opinions on what you feel about the topics. We just want to know your opinion. What do you think about some of the things that we are encountering as a young couple on a daily basis, especially with the baby, the new baby that's on the way. We're going to have a video to share with you the gender and the name of the baby, what we deal with our current child, our 5-year-old, and just how we expand as a family of 4. So yeah, that's basically
Sweet. All right, she's finishing up cooking. We're out of here. No more. Peace out. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.